Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Member Spotlight, the Rising Coaches Member Spotlight. I am your host, Menelik Fernandez, and both myself and my guest are sporting our Rising Coaches gear today, looking pretty sharp out there. Uh, I'm very happy to have this gentleman on and look forward to hearing his story. Uh, but Sevag, you've been a member for Rising Coaches a little over a year. I think our relationship. I mean, obviously you can run it back with me, but like our buddy, I can't express it in words articulately enough in terms of just the value that I think you bring as a person to the table. I champion your success and love hearing anything coming from your side. But let's do it this way. Savag, tell me about yourself. Who are you, my friend?
Before telling about myself, Malik, first of all, thank you for having me. The feelings and the respect is mutual because you were the before talking to anyone else, you were the one who opened your arms and welcomed me to your group and your not just coaching group, your personal group as well. So I really appreciate all the efforts that you did to me to welcome to a new family. But all this was done on the first meeting that we met on the Rising Coaches platform. So it wouldn't like we weren't going to know each other and we weren't going to enjoy our friendship for a year now, almost for a year now, if there was no something called Rising Coaches platform or community or family.
Right.
So the biggest thank you is for Rising Coaches for welcoming me as a person, as a coach, as a newcomer, because as I'm going to tell you about myself and jump into answering the question. Uh, 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 I'm not born in this United. I'm not born in United States. I don't have a high school or a collegiate background. I come from overseas, having a professional experience, basketball professional experience. So these guys, on top of them, Adam Gordon, the CEO, welcomed me as someone that has been there forever. And that's what made me fall in love with the Rising Coaches community. That's what made me want to build a relationship with Rising Coaches members and end up having a new family, a new brothers, new group of sisters, all coming from Rising Coaches. Who am I and what's my story? So my name is Sevag Ketenjian. I'm born. I'm Lebanese Armenian. I was born in Lebanon. I just turned 30 years old. I
Hey.
started playing basketball. I started playing basketball when I was 9 or 10 at my neighborhood, kind of. Um, as a teenager, we tried to do lots of stuff, like going to learn music, playing instruments, drawing, acting, whatever. Basketball was the only thing that I did, and I was never tired of or bored of it. I mean, it gave something to me very special that I didn't want to go away and walk away from. So I continued learning, watching, developing as a basketball player. And when I was 16, 17 years old, I already made the first team of the club there who was playing in the second division. And then I went to university because of basketball. I got a scholarship because I didn't have a proper guidance how university life is. So because I got the scholarship from my guys in university, uh, 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 they helped me to navigate and be a student and be a student athlete. So this is where it all started from. Making sense out of life and basketball and creating some bonding from them. So before graduating university, I got and meanwhile I was playing in the second division in Lebanon. I got an offer to play from the champion team in Lebanon back in 2012, and I happily accepted the offer. I jumped to first division to the professional level in age of 21. It was a new word to me. I definitely dreamt about this situation. And luckily from the first game, I was able to make an impact on the league, on my team. And I was interviewed from the commentator that I was a newcomer to the league. And I mean, those moments live with you forever.
For sure.
So this is how it started my career professionally. And I stayed in the first division playing for like 9 years. Throughout the journey, our team managed to win the Lebanese championship, the Arab championship, the Lebanese Cup. So also had the opportunity to work lots of coaches who have respectful backgrounds, who know basketball, who respect the game of basketball, and they enrich the environment they are in, regardless they were Lebanese coaches or foreign coaches. Also, on top of that, I had the pleasure to meet and play and share the court with and against players who had big profile. Some ex-NBA players, from Sam Young to Nate Robinson, who came for 10 days. We had this experience together. Norvel Pal, Hassan Whiteside, they all are names. I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple of names, but there are all names that passed through the Lebanese league. This shows that the Lebanese league is something powerful in the region, in the Middle East, because either before going to China, which is considered as one of the top leagues in Asia, either before going to China or after finishing their season in China, players come and play in Lebanon. So that was an amazing experience. In 2019, I decided to stop playing and jump into the coaching world. Now, throughout the playing career, I always remember the people who were there from day one. And my coach back in the academy, who she was like the reason I fell in love with the game of basketball. She used to call me from time to time to come and help her in coaching the kids, because I was there. I knew the environment. It was more or less the same stuff that she used to teach us. Now I'm going to help her teach the new kids. So throughout the years, I realized I developed my coaching skills and coaching charisma, if you want to put it in that way, from being there, helping her, being around the kids, going and emphasizing on the fundamentals, or teaching the fundamentals for the kids. And again, being a player in the first division and at the same time a university student, you don't have much time to go back to spend some time with the kids. So I was away from that, but the passion, I didn't kill the passion in me of being there, helping a mentor, helping a person who was there since day one. Also the passion of teaching kids the game that you love. So fast forward to 2016, my head coach at the club, Coach Jom Jais, who is the Lebanese national team head coach now, preparing to compete in the Asian World Cup qualifications, and I wish them all the best. He asked me if I want to join the Lebanese under-18 national team as an assistant coach in 2016. They were going to compete in the Asian under-18 championships. So he wanted me to be there, not from a coach's role, because I was like 25 years old. I wasn't heavily involved in coaching, but as a role model for the 18-year-old kids, that kind of to be an example for them, to be how to be there for them. And it was a big honor. I couldn't resist. I happily accepted. We went to play the Arab Championship and the Asian Championship. After one day, we were having a lunch on the table before the game. No, after the game, he asked me like, why don't you want to become a coach? Like you have it, you have the skills. I can see that you can coach the game. I told him like, I love coaching, but as long as God has given me the power and the health to go and run and compete, to be a player, I want to be a player, because the lifetime of a player, or being a player has limited life, but coaches have longer careers. So I want to enjoy that couple of years being a player, and then yes, I want to jump into coaching. And I didn't kill it, as I said. I didn't kill it. I kept on growing. But back, fast forward again, 2018, I started coaching youth basketball, 16 and 18 years old. Amazing experience with Momentum Club. And in 2019, I accepted the job to be the athletic director of Haigazen University, my alma mater. So I was responsible for 9 different sports, recruiting coaches, dealing with coaches. But you know where my weak point was. My weak point was the basketball teams, the women's and the men's. So I wanted to have a close relationship with the coach and be there, because that's what I wanted to do in the future. And again, in 2019, I accepted a Division I head coaching job for the women's Division I team, Momentum Division I team. We were about to start the championship. Unfortunately, the things got bad in Lebanon. The championship got postponed, and then it was canceled. And then the pandemic hit in 2020, in which I just accepted the assistant coaching job for the Armenian national team, because I'm Armenian as well. So I was going to work with the under 16 national team, who were going to compete in the European Championship Division C. So those are my experiences on international level coaching. Also in 2015, I had a short assistant coaching role for a women's team, Momentum women's team. So this is this is how I fell in love with coaching, up until 2020, when the pandemic hit and things got really bad. And my fiance and I decided to move to the States, because she was a law student at Columbia Law, who just graduated successfully her bar exam, New York bar exam. Yes, big shout out. She's an amazing support for me, and I appreciate it. And through Rising Coaches, I want to say I love you, Lori. So,
happy wife, happy life, buddy. He knows what's up.
That's
So,
100% true.
let me jump in a little bit here, Sevag. You touched on some people that obviously were key to your story. Give us a little bit about like your why at this point. You've now coached. You're not new to it. You're not still sort of segueing from being a player. You've had a great professional career, and you've had a pretty good coaching career.
Yeah.
What keeps you motivated? What keeps that fire, that passion you talk about going? What's your underlying why?
Now, generally speaking, being Lebanese Armenian, neither Lebanon or Armenia are considered as basketball countries. When we say basketball countries, we say USA, we say Serbia, we say Spain, we say Argentina, right. We say Australia. Those are known for their
Canada, buddy.
Canada, that's now Canada.
I'm just gonna. You miss Canada, buddy.
That's 100% true. So my background or my heritage doesn't give me a basketball passport, let's say, in order to have a clear path success in coaching. So you have to work even harder to prove to everyone that life is a journey, and whatever you dream of being, you need to work hard to get that. So my first why is to prove that you don't need to be from a basketball capital to prove your worth. So you just need to work on yourself and make your people proud, make everyone proud, make the organizations you work for proud. And second, basketball as a game gave me everything in life. If you want to, like, you know, NBA drafts, scouts, they evaluate prospects, they see. If you go back and see my evaluation card for life, you would have said that this guy has no future.
Right.
Or in terms of, or he's not going to succeed in life. So that's my everyday motivation. And I don't know anything else, or like any different way to accomplish my dreams through basketball, which is only through basketball. Third, basketball gave me everything. Basketball, like for example, this is the 75th anniversary, NBA anniversary. Right. And basketball has been played for over 100 years now. So look at the generations of people that basketball has produced. And all all this work was done through continuity. Players becoming coaches, coaches inspiring newcomers, and creating that love of the game and helping them prepare for life. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pay back to basketball. I'm trying to pay back and ensuring the continuity that the people in the business of basketball enjoy, which is the newcomers. And I like to be having the role of a role model, and I don't know how to teach life other than basketball. So it's not about X's and O's. It's not about wins and losses. It's not about only teaching a particular drill or having this power as a coach, like enjoying that. No, I don't do it for that, because like I do it for the love of the game, for inspiring other kids to have and enjoy the journey that I had as a player. And then why not to inspire them to become admins, to become coaches, to become, I don't know, something related to basketball, just to ensure the continuity of this beautiful game that we enjoy.
For
So
sure.
these are my three reasons, three whys. And if you, for sure, if you want to add fourth one, like the game of basketball is surrounded by beautiful people. And since I'm a people's person, I don't like to sit back like in a room, closed door, behind closed. I like people. I like to hang around good people, successful people, and that's what basketball brings to the table as well. The amount of good people you meet in basketball is more than winning and losing games.
Love it. Love it. They're some of the best reasons you could have right there. So let me ask you this, kind of build on the back of that question, I suppose. We all have very different paths. We all have very different stories. But in an ideal world, where could you envision yourself? What's the ultimate goal with coaching? What's one of many ultimate goals? Where do you sort of see the game taking you if you get what you want?
Look, I have tried the traditional way where you set a goal and try to run after it. That way, I had found a couple of successes, but at the same time, I realized the amount of disappointments were as equal as the amount of successes, because you expect some stuff from people, from your own person, like. So I decided to find a new way to pursue my dreams, which is enjoy wherever you are, enjoy whatever you're doing, add the skills, become a better person, become a better coach, surround yourself with good people. And whatever opportunity hits you or comes to your door, or you run to find that opportunity, be ready for that moment. Because okay, it's easy to say, I want to be in the NBA, I want to be in college, I want to be in EuroLeague, whatever. Those are big titles. And you don't realize that it's going to be stuck in your unconscious. And every time you wake up every day, you thank God and you remember, oh, I'm not in the NBA, so I'm going to have a bad day. I'm not in the EuroLeague, I'm going to have a bad day. Or I'm still a bad coach, I'm still a bad person. I don't like that way to deal with stuff. I like to become a better coach every day, just like I want to help my players become better players every day. I want to gain more knowledge, increase my coaching skills, strengthen my communication skills to deliver a message in a better way. In order, whenever that opportunity comes, I'll be ready for it. Definitely, all the other goals are negotiable. Like you can negotiate about that.
They get redefined often, for sure.
Exactly. But never, like, I don't want to feel disappointed because I'm not in the NBA. And there are thousands of coaches who think like this. And there are hundreds of thousands of good coaches who never make their target because they wake up every day, every morning, and they don't find themselves wherever they should or feel like, and they feel disappointed. And they or they run away from the game, or they take that bad energy to their teams. So the one thing that I learned, be happy wherever you are and be ready and create the skills that will help you land a good opportunity for you. And the good opportunity doesn't mean a shiny name, a shiny organization. A good opportunity is working with people you feel comfortable with, working with people who are not going to impose their power on you in a bad way. So all these stuff I have learned from players' perspective, and I'm going to take these lessons with me to the coaching world, because as a player I was kind of done, but as a coach I'm just starting.
I agree. I hear you.
So
So the
this
last one, we'll bring it home with this. It's a shameless plug for our organization here, but obviously we met through different coaches, and you were kind enough to say that I reached out right in the beginning. I appreciate you saying that. Obviously through my show, through the other Zooms, you met a lot of really good people. What has the value of Rising Coaches been for you that you could positively recommend towards others type deal?
Okay, let me tell the story, like very short. It was February 7th. It was 1 month for me in the States. And I had done my research about Rising Coaches before coming to the States, so I knew I want to join this family. But it was kind of pointless to join from outside of the United States. Once I joined, the second day there was a coffee with Adam that we used to do. It was a Tuesday morning. I jump on, and I meet great people: Adam Gordon, you, Carolyn Smalls, and James Kovat. And those people, till today, they are the closest people to me. But it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. You invite me to your Run It Back show the same day, the same afternoon. I jump on the Run It Back show. I meet new people. I meet new friends. I make new group of successful human beings and passionate basketball coaches. So from those people, on top of them, Lamar Barrett, LB, which a big shout out to him.
Yeah, for sure.
So and through one person to the other, you grow your network, you grow your friendship. And all those people that I just mentioned are genuine people. They help from like eyes closed. They don't need to ask for something in return. So it all happened through Rising Coaches. So Rising Coaches welcomed me and introduced me to the amazing people. And from starting with those people, I built better and bigger. Exact. If I had a paper, I would have drawn that.
Yeah, exactly. The interesting thing is that like some of the names you mentioned will ask me like, why are you willing to help? Like you don't ask for anything in return. And it's because I've experienced both sides. Like through the Rising Coaches organization, I've met a tremendous amount of people that it's like, man, I'm happy to help. No problem.
Exactly.
Like,
Absolutely.
I'm happy to share. And then as a coach that was coming up, like I started coaching later in life, didn't have the pro experience that you did, et cetera. And there's so few people in my network around here that were like, yeah, I'm happy to help type deal. It's all like, no, this is mine. I don't want to tell you about it, any of that kind of stuff. And even now, I'm in between, as we're saying, in terms of jobs, and like you see it, certain people want to take, and it's like, sorry, I've met this group of people that are willing to share selflessly, and I think that's the way that it should be. So my hat goes off to the organization and to all the people that I've met, just for being so genuine.
Perfect. But one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Also, through Rising Coaches, we know, and whoever is watching again should know about the Rising Coaches Mentorship Program. Through, again, Rising Coaches Mentorship Program, I met lots of great people, and the group of mentors that Rising Coaches offer is something amazing. I have the chance to work Coach Joe Pronti, who is at the same time assistant coach of Atlanta Hawks. Yeah. Now, let me tell you this. Coach Joe Pronti is an amazing guy, amazing coach that I didn't know. I had to discover it by myself. And when we say NBA coaches, we think that they don't have time. They are always busy, which they are for sure. But let me tell you this. Whenever I message Coach Pronti, he less than 2 hours, 3 hours, he replies. So this means something. That Rising Coaches creates you the opportunity to become in contact with amazing and successful people and basketball coaches. And I would never imagine myself talking on Zoom or texting an NBA coach or any other successful coach among the mentors or that the package of coaches Rising Coaches offers to talk to in this way. Like you would, it is almost not possible. So again, this is what Rising Coaches offers, and I'm really, really grateful for that. I never think that I made a mistake by joining the family. So whoever wants to join, and this is a live example. If you want to enjoy all these stuff without expectation, and I'm not going to say that, hey, Rising Coaches is going to ensure your job. That's not true. But it's with you and your smartness, or with your abilities. If you are worth the job or the opportunity, you're going to get it. But Rising Coach is not going to come and tell you, hey, this is the job, take it. No, it's never like that. So the opportunities and the amount of opportunities Rising Coaches offers, from the mentorship program, from the Zoom calls, from creating that family mentality, from organizing those clinics, both clinics. I had the opportunity to be one in Atlanta in Georgia back in June or July. So these are the opportunities Rising Coaches need to, Rising Coaches in terms of literally upcoming coaches need to look for and grow from this experience. So again, grateful for Rising Coaches, grateful for you for giving me the chance to come here and talk about a small part of my story. And let's look back to this Zoom call after 10, 15, 20 years. If God gives us the life to live that far.
We'll hold you to that. We're gonna sit down over a meal and we're gonna watch it together.
Yeah, we definitely should do that and say, hey, Menelik, you remember this video call we had, and now we're enjoying this. Hopefully, I mean, so yeah, it's a journey. I wish all the success to all the Rising Coaches family members, and let's do it.
Love it. Thanks for your time, Sevag. It's been great. And just, you know how much I appreciate you, man. So I hope that comes across to other members who are taking a peek, which is anybody who might even look at this for a potential referral of a candidate or whatever. Sevag is the guy. I don't know what else to say. Hard worker, great background, brings a positive vibe to everything. And I've spent time with him in the X and O room, and I spent time with him outside in the real world. So somebody I totally vouch for. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Next week. Appreciate you.